is to give yourself some company. If you're home alone, and you're feeling confined by being alone, turn on the radio, turn on the TV. Some people do it, put in an educational CD, listen to some spiritual music. Give yourself some companionship. Yes, it's artificial companionship, but it can help. The second thing that you can do to minimize your fear of being alone is involve yourself in good activities throughout the day. Exercise. Read. Write letters. Find a hobby that you can do around your home or your apartment. Get yourself involved in doing something and fill your day with activities. And as you fill your day with your activities, then you have less time to think about being alone. Another thing that you can do if you struggle with being alone is don't sit at home all by yourself. Get out. Get involved with people. Volunteer with civic service organizations. Volunteer in the church. Get to worship. Take part in activities at your church. Get around other people. And as you get out around other people, this feeling of being alone begins to lessen. Last, take the initiative to make some friends. Make some friends. Take that initiative. The fear of being alone is restrictive, as we talked about earlier. God does not want us to live with fear. And so if you struggle with the fear of being alone, put into practice some of the things that we briefly talked about this morning. Begin first by recognizing you're not alone. You have a friend who is there for you. That friend is God. Hagar saw that she was really not alone out there in the wilderness. Jesus shared with his disciples that he too, when he went off to be by himself, was really not alone. And we're never really alone either. For God has us in his sights. God is just an earshot away. So let God be your friend. And fear of being alone lessens. Let's bow for a word of prayer. God, there are so many things that we can fear in life. And we've talked about some in the past. Today, help us to recognize that the fear of being alone can be minimized. Help us to recognize that you don't want us to live with that fear, restricting, inhibiting us, and robbing us of potential. For you want us to enjoy life. You want us to live life to the fullest. So if we struggle with the fear of being alone, Lord, help us to kind of begin to work at that so that that fear lessens. God, we thank you for the opportunity that we now have to share in communion. For as we share in communion, we're reminded once again of your presence in life. We're reminded once again of your love for us, the grace that you bestow upon us. Through communion, we're reminded once again that we are forgiven individuals and redeemed by you and your Son, Jesus. So we ask, Lord, that you might bless the bread and the cup that we're about to receive. As we partake in these two symbols, may we be renewed and strengthened for the week to come. We ask this in the name of your Son, Jesus.